Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Winter Solstice, Happy Kwanzaa, almost New Year, whatever you may celebrate. I hope you are having or did have a very good winter holiday. This is my first Christmas since moving to Australia. So I thought I'd maybe muse a little bit about what the experience has been like. Now, for any Australians watching, that's really anybody. Again, this is only my first time being in the country during this time of year, so surely that is not wholly indicative of how things are in this country at this time of year. It's just my personal one-off experience this one time, and I'm sure as I live here for longer, my experiences will change, right? It was weird though, not being home for the first time during the holidays. It's kind of weird, because it's not even Christmas. This is Christmas for me, but back in the States, right now it's a Christmas Eve, right? And I talked to my parents for a few hours earlier today, and that was cool, and we're planning on when they're gonna fly down here and all that, but kind of a weird feeling, just there's certain points, like, not all the time, like sometimes things kind of just feel normal, right? But every so often something will happen, or something will come along and I'll be like, oh yeah, like I'm living really far away from everyone I know and everything I know. And I think Thanksgiving is one of those moments for me, but also today was one of those moments for me where I really felt that distance, right? But just a couple funny things, like comparing and contrasting, I guess, because for me right now, since I'm in the southern hemisphere, it's summer, right? Like we're coming into summer. It's been super hot here the last couple weeks, although the last couple of days, and apparently tomorrow as well, we've had some rain and some thunderstorms and things like that, so maybe a little bit more Christmassy, but it's been super hot. Fahrenheit wise, it's been around 80s to 100 on some days Fahrenheit. So coming into the winter season with those sorts of temperatures, it does feel a little bit weird. And kind of the weird, absurdity of it all kind of hit me the other day. We were at this mall, and they just opened up a new part of the mall, and they're doing this sort of outdoor event to both celebrate Christmas and the new part of the mall opening. And we were walking through there, and at one point, they have a live musician there, and they were blowing these bubbles, these big bubble machines blowing bubbles, and that was kind of like their substitute for the snow. And the musician was singing "I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas," right? I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. And in my head, as we were walking around, the only thing I could think was well, keep dreaming, pal, because it's not happening here. Not on the 25th of December, at least. And as the event went on, they had these two women going around dressed up, in these big, snowflake costumes. And, person, and I think there's one woman that was like a big snowman. And they had these people on rollerblades, but the way they're dressed up, like, is clearly meant to be ice skates and stuff. And the whole time I was thinking, like, okay, but it's summer right now, so here in Australia, people are like going to the beach and going swimming and having barbecues and stuff on summer. But all of the decorations, all of the iconography, even like the commercials, it's all like winter themed iconography. Like you have Santa in his big warm red winter suit, you have the snowflakes, you have the snow covered Christmas tree. And I was kind of sitting there and I'm like, do Australians even like connect to this imagery at this time of year, right? Like, why isn't Santa Claus, give him the hat still, make him a big fat guy, but put him in a tank top and swim trunks, right? Like, instead of a Christmas tree, have a palm tree. Put Santa on a surfboard instead of a sleigh. Just those things. I was like, why are they importing this northern hemisphere, for lack of a better word, marketing around Christmas, right? Because it's not. It is just like marketing, like commercial type stuff. It's not like they're getting in the religious spirit of the holiday, right? It's very much the commercialized Christmas. It's not Christ Mass. And I was just sitting there kind of shaking my head like, why aren't you guys inventing your own iconography for this, writing your own songs? Like, why are we playing like Bing Crosby and Mariah Carey and all this? These songs referencing snow and winter and all this stuff that you absolutely do not get here in this country this time of year. There should be Australian Christmas songs, and I'm sure there's a few. I might be ignorant to that. I'm sure there are a few, but just hearing White Christmas was such a weird moment to me. And it's like, that's not, I don't know, it's just one of those things. And then I decided to make a video about it here today, and as I'm sitting here recording this, I'm like, how am I gonna make this video at least 10 minutes? But yeah, man, and it's just so funny to me as an American, because, growing up, for me, the 25th, most years we didn't have snow. Every so often we would. I'd say maybe like every 5 or 6 years we'd have a white Christmas, right? But like, at least it was still winter, even if it wasn't snowing. So bundling up, dressing warm, snowflakes, all that. But it feels very American the way they do Christmas here. And just, I quickly here before, before the video, I looked up some Australian Christmas traditions. Okay, putting wreaths on the door. That feels weird to me, because wreaths feel very Christmassy to me, and I want to say, pine trees use the wreaths, the pine needles. I'm pretty sure those don't grow here in this country. The light displays, I guess lights aren't like winter coated like Christmas lights, but something for me feels very wintry about that. Caroling, I guess, is kind of whatever. let's see, a popular tradition in Adelaide is the Christmas pageant. Okay, yeah, because here's the Christmas tree in Sydney. I'm just looking at it right now. It feels very wintry. Yeah, winter iconography. Red fur coat, Father Christmas, Santa Claus rang a sleigh, songs such as Jingle Bells, Christmas scenes on Christmas cards and decorations. And you know what I really want to see actually? I want to see a nativity scene. Hold on. Because one of my favorite things in the world, and this is like I always thought was really funny, every so often, not all the time, but every so often you'll see nativity scenes. And they'll be snow swept, because they're trying to stick with the Christmas theme, right? So it'll be this snow swept landscape, and then the manger, baby Jesus, the Virgin Mary. And I'm just like, do you know where the Bible says that Jesus was born? Because I can promise you, they did not have snow. He did not see snow when he was a baby. Or even better, say the nativity scenes as Santa Claus in them, like that blending of religion and commercialization. That always makes me laugh. I'm trying to see, but thankfully it looks like they do not have a... Oh, there's one. I see it's a nativity scene, but behind the baby Jesus there's a very large snowflake. That is not great. And like for me growing up, we never really got big into like the Christmas trappings. We never really did Christmas lights. It's part because I kind of grew up in a rural area. It was kind of just like, we had the tree, we had stuff. One thing I noticed here, although it didn't happen as much as I was expecting, especially because I have some loud neighbors on this side and this side. Christmas Eve, there was like a couple fireworks at 9 o'clock, and there's a couple fireworks around 11 o'clock. And I was sitting there because I was actually going to record a video. I did record a video yesterday, but it was like 11:30 when I sat down to record. And I was sitting there and I was like, alright, I'm going to record this video. It was my football league table video. But I know people are going to start lighting off fireworks here in like 30 minutes. So I just sat there and waited. I played a game for a little bit, and 12 o'clock came around, no fireworks, no fireworks. I was like, that's kind of shocking. But then I was thinking of it, and I was like, growing up, I can't remember Christmas fireworks being part of any sort of tradition. I did. I'm trying to rack my brain, but maybe it's because here there's the 4th of July, right, which is like you blow things up and make loud noises day. Although there is Australia Day here. So I don't know, but also there's Boxing Day tomorrow. We do not have Boxing Day in the US, we have Black Friday instead. Although they imported Black Friday here to Australia as well. Like a bunch of stores here like, oh, we have Black Friday sales. And I was saying there, like, you guys don't celebrate Thanksgiving. How do you have a Black Friday sale and you have Boxing Day sales? And the United States has Black Friday because we don't have Boxing Day in the States. So I don't know, it's very weird. I'm noticing these like weird little idiosyncratic type anomalous things that just stand out to me, and they kind of like stick in my brain. But it is weird because it feels like Christmas here in Australia, and I guess the whole Black Friday thing kind of lends to that as well. But it feels like there's kind of like an Americanization that's happened at some point. Like, I don't know, it feels very America. It feels very colored by America and, American movies, American culture and stuff. Feels like it's kind of influenced the holidays here. Maybe I'm off base, I'm a newcomer, but like just looking at like the commercials and the processions and the celebrations, I'm looking at it and I'm like, this feels like something I'd see in the United States. So I don't know if that's just how it always has been, and I'm just noticing similarities. But like, Australia consistently has like a pretty negative opinion of the United States. When you look at polling, like, you guys are kind of copying us in a lot of ways here. But anyway, this is going to just be a shorter video. Tomorrow we're going to have the NFL review up. I just wanted to make a little short something, just a quick little musing about this topic. But it's, Christmas night for me. It's just 10:30 in the morning, or 10:30 in the morning, 10:30 at night at the moment on Christmas, the day that I'm recording this. So I'm pretty tired. I've had a long day. Like I said, though, it was nice to talk to my family a bit, and just kind of notice some of the funny little differences. Yeah, I'd really, now that I've experienced Christmas in a second country, I'm kind of thinking, like, is there some place I could go and be there at Christmas in, like, another country, like, maybe Christmas in Japan, up in the snowy north, or Christmas in somewhere, like, close to the Arctic Circle would be nuts, like, Christmas in Norway would be nuts, or Germany, or, where is it that they do the whole, Krampus? Is that Germany or Finland or somewhere? Krampus. I can't. Oh, it looks like there's a number of countries who, have Krampus. Austria, Bavaria, Bosnia, Croatia, Czech Republic, Hungary, Romania, Northern Italy, Slovakia, Slovenia. But yeah, that would be so sick to go to one of those, like, Krampus run type things where they have the people dressed up, and yeah, there's this one in Austria. That would be super cool to go to, or experience a Japanese Christmas, go to KFC, that type thing. But I don't know, just a funny thing. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. Well, like I said, keep dreaming. Anyway, guys, I do hope you guys have had an amazing Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, excuse me, winter solstice, whatever it is that you observe, or perhaps nothing at all. I hope you just had a great day, and you spent it with good people, good times, good food out there. It's a weird time of year right now for me. I've been doing so much government paperwork and stressing about trying to legally stay in this country. I have a lot of things coming up. I'm going to do my New Year's resolution video on the 31st. I'm going to be announcing some pretty big changes coming up then, so thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a thumbs up. This was just a bit of a short one. Subscribe to the channel for more content just like this almost every single day, and until next time, guys, bye bye.